the guards you played alongside, who was the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, he put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give
You
everybody
played with a lot of them, though, didn't you? Huh?
Yeah, I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Here's Walker. Basket good. Walker's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Celtics.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane that D gives him.
Hayward against Wiggins. Thompson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Tice. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, that's 3 straight German league titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
And he knocks down the first one. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range. And Chris, over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, wouldn't you call that great efficiency, both inside and out? New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
Both good from the line that time. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Green passes to Wiggins. Here's Looney. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Thompson. From 10 feet out. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I like seeing that kind of sharp passing. Thompson, making sure they get the best shot possible.
Walker against Green. Shot's good by Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
Here's Curry with the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's Walker. 11-point game his last outing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. This team has come away with wins in its first 2 contests against the Warriors. Coach attributes it to their effort on defense. He said, "We know how deadly Curry and everyone else can be if given space. The guys have done a great job of bothering shots. However they can, and it's worked out for us. We'll see if they can keep that strong play going." Evan?
All right, thank you, David.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Round kicks to Tatum. Over Green. That one wide left. Golden State's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Curry finds Thompson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Here's Thompson. It's tipped.
The long arm of Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Fader on the way. Hayward can't hit.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Looney kicks to Green. The pass to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Easy to love Curry's game. It doesn't give in. I mean, even when the defense has collapsed on him.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games in the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Jason Tatum. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And it's Walker that time on the assist by Hayward. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Thompson in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
Wiggins finds Thompson. Six to shoot. Lets the 3 fly.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Walker. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Golden State moving it around. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way and finish off by Brown.
Look to run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
Higgins outside. Curry passes to Green. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. So you don't get many chances easily. They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Brown against Thompson. Passes it to Curry. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
A 3-pointer. Wiggins. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Austin leading by 4. Here's Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And of course, the Celtics traded back from number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And so Tatum nails them both. This, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound, largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game has evolved. And so now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Celtics second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Curry on the wing. Trying to get something going, and the layup is good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Such confidence from Curry. I mean, you watch him take it inside, you think he were a bigger player.
Brown the pass to Tatum. The shot misses. Wiggins with some nice D. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Tatum for the finish. And then Brown with the dunk.
And this is something we saw in college. Tatum gets his hands on the ball, causing deflections and steals.
Pass to Looney. Outside, Green. Five on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Curry, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He gets that one.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Here's Green after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Wiggins passes to Curry. From past the arc, Hayward grabs the board, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Boston again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And here's Tice after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Walker in the post. Curry meets him. Walker's shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson outside. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. And And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown dishes to Walker. Pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and one opportunities.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And it's Wiggins missing. Boston leading by 8. Brown outside. Here's Walker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wiggins against Tatum. And it's blocked.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Smart, wide open, he fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 11. The Warriors shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And there's the pass to Wiggins. He can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. And a wide open look for Walker. No good from outside.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Wiggins drives in. Pass to Chris. Walker against Curry. No good on the 3.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Smart passes to Cantor. 1:04 left here in the opening quarter. Good on the shot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to Wiggins. Makes it off the glass.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Here's Smart. Begins with the block. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Chris. Puts up a 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without foul.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That's good from Kemba Walker.
An electrifying scorer. Walker, he'll burn you in so many ways.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Boston on top, up by 12. And we'll be back with you right after this. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. And the Celtics with possession here after the miss from Stephen Curry. Williams looking around. And here's Brown outside. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the three ball, showing great strides in improving his range. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Williams. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 13. Brown the pass to Cannon. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Here's Brown. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brown's got the ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. The shot's good from Kanter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Poole, guarded by Smart. Poole, the pass to Pascal. Out to the right wing. He's covered by Brown, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smart deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by Poole.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim-rocking Shazam.
Timeout called the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart. And the Warriors making a change here.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Draymond Green. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 3 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference. Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just haven't met the stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
First free throw is good. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Wanamaker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Williams attacking. And it's Williams with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Poole, the pass to Green. Fades and shoots. Misses off the right iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The pass to Wanamaker. Passes it to Brown. Takes the 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 19. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. That free throw, no good. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 18. It's good. Poole's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Wanamaker, headed by Green. Pass to Tice. Back to Wanamaker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Thompson outside. Over Brown. Thompson misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Wanamaker. Kicks to Williams. There's the pass to Hayward. No good on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. Here's Pascal. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Wanamaker. Back to Brown. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Warriors trail by 20. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thompson from long range. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Brown against Thompson. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. Third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pound.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Boston. The Warriors also with a sub. Wiggins is checked in. Tice kicks to Williams. Walker against Green. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
First one falls for him. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay
Was
Will,
he?
White Chocolate, he was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would,
Really?
it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Green, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here's Walker outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Poole. Wiggins outside. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
From deep, Walker. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins finds Green. The second effort, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Wiggins outside. Just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Celtics leading by 15. Wanamaker the pass to Tice. And here's Walker outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to admire how effective Walker is on offense. I mean, he's found his rhythm. He's riding that momentum.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. So it's the Warriors now. It's an 18-point game. Elbow shot is on the way. And Tatum pulls it down.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, is ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Hayward can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. On its way from Curry for 2. Misses off the left iron. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And Walker kicks to Hayward. Passes to Tice. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Outside Curry. Down low. Here's Looney. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
As everyone going one way, he pulls out the rug with the quick stop and pop.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Kanter. He dishes it to Walker. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 22.
You know Walker isn't going to let you get away with that. I mean, hit one on me, I'm coming back at you.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Terrific performance so far by Kemba Walker. Tremendous team leader who's become a star in this league. He could be your catalyst offensively, and he makes big shots.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Warriors trail by 14. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. The Celtics shooting well, 50% from the floor. Oh, Tatum in position. An emphatic LU jam.
And for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, Jaylen Brown's developed into a threat as a distributor.
Here's Curry. No good on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Brown down low, covered by Wiggins. Three-pointer, Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
Nice job by Hayward. Picture-perfect form on that jumper. I mean, even with a hand in his face.
Walker against Curry. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Hayward can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Walker the pass to Brown. Pass to Tice. Just 4 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. 14 feet away. And the shot is long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And this is one thing that makes Draymond so unique. A big man who passes it so well.
Walker goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 24 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now the pass to Looney. Feeds to Curry. Shoots over Walker. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. And that's now 21 points for Steph Curry. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 17. Higgins outside. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Tice. Yep, it counts.
And Hayward's making sharp passes like that. I mean, the defense, they have to play off of him, and then that gives them room to be so much more dangerous.
For Boston, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Chris, he's checked in for Looney. And the free throw, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors, trailing by 19. Wiggins against Hayward, and that one's good. Wiggins.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Tice. Now Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Curry is inside. Working on Walker. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 23.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Tice with the ball. Working on Chris. It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the bucket.
Oh, strong drive right there by Thompson. I mean, he knows he's going to get hit. I mean, it doesn't deter him in the slightest.
Walker dishes to Brown. Back to Walker. A shot by Hayward, wide open. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 13. Green inside the three-point line, and that one hits back iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Hayward with the ball. He's got 5. The feed to Walker. Banked in off the glass. 26 points for him.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Here's Curry. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Celtics leading by 13. Walker the pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Now Tice. He's got 6. Three-pointer. Hayward. Steph Curry with the rebound.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brown against Thompson. Tatum drives in, and he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
And on the drive, Tatum uses long strides rather than elite quickness to get where he wants to go.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Some changes for Boston. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And you know, for that Pistons game, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
The first one falls.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And Williams drops them both. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Curry is stronger than most people think. He knows how to keep his balance through contact.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Outside Williams, and the pass to Williams. Fires the 3, and the 3-ball is good. Williams has got 5 now.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
It's Curry outside. Rebound by Williams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Walker against Curry. Passes it to Wiggins. Shoots from the line. That shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Outside, Walker. The shot. And it's Boston with another.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they could make and building this lead.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Timeout called the Warriors.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Kemba Walker. Can they get it? Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside and finished off by Williams.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pascal, the pass to Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Outside, Smart to the middle, and stolen by Wiggins. 1:10 left in the third. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. "14 feet away. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 11-footer. And that one is off. Williams with the defensive effort. Tatum dishes to Williams. That one goes. Count it. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
To the paint, here's Curry, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
An elite scorer in this league. Curry is so active, how he looks for his shots. He's as versatile as they come.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Williams, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the first one drops. And Williams drops them both. Outside Curry. Wiggins outside. Off target with the open look. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The Celtics shooting at 51%. Really solid. Williams is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Smart. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Tatum's shot is off. The Warriors shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Wiggins, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Smart. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
Nonis,
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Here's Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Curry's shot is off.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around the neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Kanter kicks to Hayward. Here's Wanamaker, and the layup is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's Wiggins missing.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. It seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Kanter, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we can win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Ojale. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Stolen by Kanter. Hayward on the wing, beyond the arc, buries it from three-point range.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Pass to Looney. And here's Chris. Pass to Poole. And just miss after miss right now.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. At least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food
I
than
bet.
being able to go out and play.
I bet. Here's Edwards. Misses the three. Warriors have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. The pass to Poole. Inside. Chris can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Passes it to Hayward. Edwards with it. There's the three. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Out to Hayward. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Chris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Got a hand on it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now here's Edwards. T right on him. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Poole. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance goals at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physical.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Here's Ogilvy. Pass to Green. Here's Wanamaker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wanamaker's got 8 points in the quarter.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here's Poole. Smailagic. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Wanamaker. The Warriors pull it in. Chris has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Edwards. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents that help attending workouts and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-5 run. Pass to Edwards. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And there's the pass to Poole. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Passes it to Canner. Fade away. And that one, good. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Pass to Chris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. But they recover it. Pass to Poole. Sinks that one from the post. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA, and big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid or Zingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot. And stolen by Chris. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Lee, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And he makes the first. Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And he makes both free throws. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Walker.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
6 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.